Hey everyone, thank you for being here. Dawn Burgins Tarot, here with your August 2023 General Collective reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, my fellow Libras, I'm a Libra as well, Libra Sun and Libra Rising, FYI. Um, so I just thought I'd put that out there. But anywho, we're starting with the Ace of Swords, followed by the Two of Cups, and we have the King of Wands. So Ace of Swords, Two of Cups, King of Wands. The Ace of Swords, it is in your general energy, meaning, what is going on with Libra at this time? What are they thinking, feeling? What's happening in their environment, in their situation? Clarified by the World card and the Nine of Cups. So I feel like there is someone who is very hopeful about a situation, who is being very high vibrational, who is waiting for a breakthrough, or who has a great idea that they feel very optimistic about. This Ace of Swords, if you look at it, you can kind of see the smoke searing from it or coming off of it, kind of right before it gets ready to combust or set ablaze or whatever. We have this new moon, which is indicative to a new phase, a new chapter. So, and this Nine of Cups, this is about complete fulfillment. And it's also in this particular deck, you can see this lady being satiated and taken care of by her angels and her guides. So I feel like that is the situation that's happening. So regardless of what may be going on in your physical environment, I feel like spiritually and mentally you're doing really well, and to just keep going, because as we move over to this to the advice placement, clarified beneath the Two of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands and the Strength card. And I'm going to touch on the Strength card first because whenever we have a little setback or inconvenience, sometimes we'll falter, throw in the towel, give up. But I feel like it's very important during this time to face your difficulties head on, to be courageous and understand that in doing that, you're going to truly manifest the desires of your heart. Like this Ace of Wands, similarly, well, we talked about the Ace of Swords, how like the new moon, new phase, new chapter, new beginning. This Ace of Wands, you see it kind of set afire, and it's adorned with these flowers. So that speaks about fruition, and the sun is rising in a new day. So after the darkness, or after something that may have transpired in the past didn't really pay off or work out the way you wanted it to, there's something great coming in. But you have to be very focused, standing up to your adversaries or even to your own intrusive thinking. But so they were clarified again beneath this Two of Cups, which is the main card of this placement. This is a mutual, reciprocal admiration, affinity, love, respect in some way, shape, or form. This could be a lot of my readings can be twofold. So it could be a relationship situation, or it could just be situational. If it's one more than the other, I'll speak on that. But in this case, for some people, this could be a situation like really putting yourself out there and being pleasantly surprised, like someone saying, wow, and you may not even be someone who is in the loop per se, but they like your work, they like what you're bringing to the table, they're buying what you're selling. Something could possibly, anyways, if this is a partnership, this could be a crush, someone you've had your eye on at work, around the neighborhood, or online. There may be someone who feels out of this person's league or something. Maybe they're not the standard, or don't feel like they're the standard, but this person is going to really adore you and admire something within you. So don't be afraid to, again, face your fears or your insecurities. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done, but I think it'll serve you well. And again, you'll be pleasantly surprised on the outcome. So this King of Wands is in the outcome, right? And the King of Wands, we have it twice as well. We have it down here as well in the clarifiers. These are the clarifiers for the overall spread. But anyways, we have the King of Wands. This talks about energy, about being very energetic in your intentions. This is someone who is very wise, who is, and I feel, okay, so let me go one at a time because I don't want to confuse it. So let's say if this is a relationship situation or someone who you're interested in, I feel like this is who you're manifesting. Because we have the King of Wands and King of Pentacles. The King of Wands is someone who is a great lover, someone who is full of energy, and again, wisdom, who is very mature. They may be a leader in their craft. And this King of Pentacles is someone who is very well-to-do, and who is fundamentally and financially sound. You see him kind of, you know, wooing this lady, and she's not really paying attention to everything going on in the backdrop, but it's there and we see it. You know, he has a lot to offer. So, but it's up to her whether she'll choose to be receptive to it. But if this is a situation, like a personal situation, I feel like this is indicative to just, for some people, rising in the rank. Like you may get involved in something where you're kind of starting down here, but you're going to work your way up pretty quickly, and you're going to be, and it's going to pay off, you know. It's going to pay off. This could be something creative. Of course, when we see a lot of Wands energy, it can indicate something creative, an artist of some kind, or a creator, a producer, a singer, an actor, something like that. You know, getting a job as an extra and then work. Well, it's a lot going on in that right now, but you know what I mean. What was I going to say? Oh, okay. So we can just go, let me move these cards up here so you can see what we're working with. So like I mentioned, we have the King of Wands twice, right? And where's Cecil? Excuse me, Cecil. Being that this Seven of Cups is right here, it's very important to make sure that you're not doing a lot of wishful thinking. Sometimes our imagination can get the best of us. We think about it and it almost feels palpable, but you still have to put in the effort, and your intentions and your actions have to align. I say that a lot, but it just, you know, it is what it is. But it is good to keep, you know, to really focus on the visions, you know, but also focus on the shadows as well, and be sure that again, you're not just wishful thinking, that you are actually taking steps towards this, because it is very auspicious. Like this is, like this Page of Pentacles, this is some news coming in for some people. And again, like we were talking about, someone waiting on a breakthrough. Like maybe there's someone who's already put their name in the hat for something, who's already, I don't know, tried out for something, auditioned for something, applied for something, sent a message to someone, and I feel like they are getting some news. This is also about sticking to something, like we were talking about, not faltering, you know, at the slightest inconvenience, or not letting your nerves get the best of you, sticking to it, because, you know, everyone who's ever obtained anything regarding success, they've had to either, you know, deal with some sort of trial and error, or go back to point A and recenter themselves, you know, or redirect how they go about a particular thing. So don't get thrown off if something happens, you know, just stay focused, because it will serve you well. We have the Page of Pentacles. We also have the Four of Pentacles. Oh, excuse me. I'm spitting. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. I think that this is suggestive that, you know, once you start, this Page of Pentacles also talks about like working toward, like being ambitious and working towards your goal. And even though you may be starting with little or you may not have a lot, similarly to the Knight, you know how when we have the Knight of Pentacles, he focuses on the bigger picture in the sense of he knows it's going to pay off in the long run, but he's in the moment, he's focused on the details. You know, he doesn't like hone in too much on the bigger picture, because he knows that it's really important to stay focused and that his hard work is going to pay off, but it's going to be like one step at a time. He's very deliberate. And so same thing goes here with this Page of Pentacles. And this Four of Pentacles to me is saying that yes, you know, you will be successful in something. I feel like it's important not to be too restrictive. And I feel like as far as as far as like maybe not being too afraid to put yourself out there, and opening up as you are. You know, you are enough. You are good enough. You don't have to wait for X, Y, and Z. You know, like you may like someone and say, oh, well, you know, I've gained a few pounds. They're not going to, you know, like don't get in your head about whatever this is. Approach it as you are. And again, I feel like you'll be pleasantly surprised. This Two of Cups energy. I feel like it's important with this 4 and this 8 together that kind of conclude this reading, not to become too complacent or, you know, like there may be something that you may have a handle on, but you still need to work at. So if you do get that phone call, if you do get that email, you know, don't rest on your laurels. Keep working towards it. Keep working and getting better in a particular thing, is what I'm saying. So if that makes sense. And then this Judgment card, which is the last card in the outcome, this is about finally finding yourself, like awakening to your truth, awakening to your true passions, your destiny, to what you really want. There may have been a moment of confusion or just not knowing which path to take or which way to go. How else do I want to kind of... The Judgment cards, it talks about having faith, you know. This Judgment card, it specifically states, how is it worded? You receive what you believe. So how you... that's why I feel like the Seven of Cups is very instrumental. Like the Seven of Cards can be great, but it can also be not so good. So it's about balancing, because the Seven of Cups, again, like we say, you receive what you believe. So it's important to keep your eye on the prize and on your dreams and on your visions. But like we said, also it's important to make sure you are aligning your actions as well and not becoming too inundated in the wishful thinking, you know. But nonetheless, this is something, if this is a person, it's going to be like, okay, maybe I wasn't looking for love. Maybe I wasn't looking for anything to get this deep, but I really feel something very deeply, you know, and even though I really didn't expect it to get this intense, or if this is a situation, you know, kind of the same thing goes, you know, like, wow, I finally found my calling, my passion, something I'm good at, you know, something that has actually worked out. There may be other things in the past that haven't worked out, but that's just because it wasn't for you. You know, a lot of times we spend so much time. It's like I said, what reading did I just do? Aquarius. And I think I said something like, you know, make sure you're not investing fully, like make sure you're not using all of your time investing in someone else's dreams and someone else's goals, you know. I know sometimes we have to do what we have to do, but make sure that we're channeling it accordingly, you know, so that it's going to pay off in our situation in the long run. So, yeah, just keep the faith, you know. Believe in spirit. Talk to your angels. Talk to your guides. Put it out there. Say what you want and speak it with certainty, without doubt and fear. Facing it head on. She's positioned herself like a sphinx, looking right into the face of that lion, and he's not budging. You know, he's like, what in the world? What is this woman doing? Like, you know, he's kind of like, what is happening? But that's, you know, that's how we have to go about it. You know, this World card, it talks about how we're all, our lives parallel more than we think that they do. We have statuses here, like in society, we have statuses, and we're kind of encrypted or like trained to believe that this is better than this, or this person or this group of people is better than this group of people because of status or because of what they have or possess. But we're all one and the same, and this world card is an embodiment of that. So don't walk in fear. You're not any lesser than the next person, regardless of what you have or don't have, regardless of what you look like or don't look like. Yeah, don't let the enemy deceive you, and everything will be. It's gonna work out great because this looks really good. So yeah, so that's what I have for you guys. Did I already speak about? Did I say what? Oh, so we have a few different signs. I think the most prevalent one would be Leo. Let me see. Yeah, Leo. But we also have Cancer. We have Pisces. We have Taurus. We have Capricorn. We have Virgo. We have Scorpio. But the most prevalent, again, because of these two Kings of Wands and what else was it? Am I tripping? Oh, and the Strength card. Yeah, so we have the King of Wands twice, and then we have the Strength card, and the Ace of Wands. So, a lot of Leo energy, so that could mean something for someone. But, of course, it's neither here nor there because it's all just energy. But thank you so much, Libra. I really, really, really appreciate you taking your time out and joining me today. Have a great rest of your August, and I will see you next time. Bye.